Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And a very good morning to all of my dear students. Today is the first class after half-yearly examination. So today we will start the unit 22 and lesson 1. Lesson 1. The name of the unit is Sunnah of Salah. Sunnah of Salah. Okay. Uh, in this unit we will know about what are the sunnah that Muslims should perform in Salah. Mind it, this is the sunnah of Salah, the sunnah performed in a Salah or namaz. Clear? Now let's start. Look at this. Sunnah of Salah are things that the Prophet said or did. This is the most important thing, said or did in Salah, but are not obligatory. Sunnah is not obligatory. Okay? It is that things that the Prophet said or did in the Salah, but are not obligatory. The Sunnah part of the Salah may be divided into two categories. Mind it, like Farj, Sunnah is not obligatory, but if you are leaving that Sunnah, then it is not good for us. Okay, Allah will not forgive. So, or if we do the Sunnah, if we perform the Sunnah, then we get extra reward. Okay, now Sunnah of Salah are things. What are the Sunnah? Sunnah of Salah are things that Prophet said or did, either said by the Prophet or did by the Prophet in Salah, but are not obligatory. The Sunnah part of the Salah may be divided into two parts. Number one, saying, and number two, actions. Okay, now look at this. If worshipper completed the Sunnah of Salah, then he will be rewarded by Allah. Look at this. If any worshipper is completed performing the Sunnah of Salah, he will be rewarded by Allah. If they are not performed, then there is no sin. There is no sin. Okay. It is, however, greatly disliked to omit the Sunnah. Mind it. There is no sin. It doesn't mean that. You are not going to perform the Sunnah, but it may be omit your Salah, omit the Sunnah without valid reason to do so. Look at this. It is, however, greatly disliked to omit the Sunnah. But in the sight of Allah, it is greatly disliked. Okay? Without valid reason, you cannot omit the Salah. Muslims should perform them as the Prophet Muhammad said. Look at this. Here is the saying of Prophet: follow my Sunnah, the way and the Sunnah of the rightly guided Caliphs, slings to it with the molars. Ibn Majah. This hadith is in Ibn Majah. Look at this. Follow the Sunnah as the Prophet did, or his Khalifa did, or his culling did. Okay, with the molar. Okay, so we have to follow each and every action and saying. Okay, as the Prophet did, or the Prophet or his friends, that is Sahaba, did. Okay, hope you have understood. Now, here is some list is given. The Sunnah of Salah. That is, what are the Sunnah in Salah? What are the Sunnah in Salah? That is, number one, the opening supplication. That is Du'aul Istifada. Du'aul Istifada. This is the opening Salah. Number two, the seeking refuge in Allah from Shaitan. Okay, we should seek refuge. That is A'uz Billahi minash shaitani rajim. This is one of the Sunnah of Salah. Sunnah in Salah. Number 2 is saying Bismillah. Saying Bismillah is thus also Sunnah of Salah. Sunnah in Salah. Okay, sorry. Now next point is saying Ameen after Surah Al-Fatiha. This is also Sunnah. When the Imam completed the Surah Fatiha in Salah, then it is Sunnah to say Ameen loudly. Clear? Now next one is praising Allah more than once. Number 5, praising Allah more than once while bowing and prostrate. We will praise Allah more than once while bowing and prostrate. When we bow down, then we say Subhana Rabbiyal Azim. That is also Sunnah 3 times, minimum 3 times. And in the prostrations, that is in sujood, we will say that is Subhana Rabbiyal Allah. Okay, in prostration and in bowing, we have to praise to Allah. Okay, this is also Sunnah in Salah. Now asking for forgiveness. Number 6 is asking for forgiveness more than once between the 2 prostration and after tashahhud. Asking for forgiveness during the 2 prostration, when we sit during 2 prostration and in tashahhud, asking for forgiveness is also sunnah. Okay. Number 7, sending blessing on Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his family, and on Ibrahim and his family during the first tashahhud. So sending blessing on Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam means we read the Darood. Okay, we sent Darood. The Darood is the praisal, sending blessing. In Darood, we sent blessing on Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Not only the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his family, and Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and his family. Okay, so this is the Sunnah, sending Darood during the Salah. Okay, and to make dua during final tashahhud, and also during the final tashahhud after saying at-tahiyyat, after saying Darood, sending Darood or sending blessing to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Some phone calls has came. Okay. Now let's continue. So after where we have yes, this one, point number 8. Look at this. To make dua during the final tashahhud. During the final tashahhud, that is if you are performing 2 rakat salah, then after 2 rakat we have to sit, and we say at-tahiyyat, and then we said Darood. Okay, that is in Darood there is a blessing. We send a blessing to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his family, and Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and his family. We are also included in that families. Okay, and after the finishing the Darood, we will say, we make dua, that is Allahumma inni wa a'udhu bika min fitnatil masih dajjal, Allahumma inni wa a'udhu bika min Auzbika min qabr, this type of dua that is instructed by our Prophet. So we will make the dua during the final tashahhud. This is also sunnah. It is also sunnah. Okay. Now number 9 point is reciting aloud during the Fajr prayer. Reciting aloud during Fajr prayer, the Jummah prayer, the 2 Eid prayer, the prayers for the rain, that is Istisqa, and the first 2 rakat of Maghrib and Isha. Look, this is also sunnah. That is during the Maghrib, during Fajr, and during Maghrib, during Fajr, and during Isha. Okay, Fajr, Maghrib, and Isha. The first 2 rakat Imam said loudly. The qiraat is loudly. Okay, this is the sunnah. Okay, and the Juma prayer is also the Imam first 2 rakat loud. The Eid prayer, okay, Eid prayer and the prayer for the rain, which is called istisqa. Istisqa. Okay, these prayer, the first 2 rakat, Imam do the kirat with loud voice in during the Asr and during the Johar. The Imam of the Masjid do not say it loudly. Okay, that is the kirat of the Imam of the first 2 rakat is not loudly. This is the also sunnah. Okay, now reciting softly during the Johar prayer and Asr prayer, it is also sunnah. Okay, if someone reciting loudly the Surah Fatiha and other surah during the first rakat in Johar and Asr, it is disobeying the sunnah. The namaz is not accepted. The salah is not accepted. Okay, the rakat of the Maghrib prayer and the last 2 rakat, third rakat of the Maghrib prayers and last 2 rakat of Isha is also reciting softly. Okay, so however the Prophet teaches us how to perform the sunnah, how to perform the namaz, then we have to do this one like this. Clear? Now last one, number 11 is reciting more than Surah Al-Fatiha during prayer. Okay, after reciting the Surah Al-Fatiha, we have to add one more surah Lahab, Surah Nas, okay, or Kul Huwallahu Ahad. We have to add any one surah. Okay, this is also sunnah in salah. Clear? So these are the some main points of sunnah in salah. Hope you have understood this one. If you have any kind of question, then you can ask. Inshallah, I will sort it out. Clear? I will sort it out. Clear? Have you understood? Look at this dua.